This presentation is for TW5212 Workplace Issues in Technical and Professional Communication. In this presentation, which is very short, I'll give you an overview of how to add audio to a PowerPoint presentation and how to export that presentation as an MP4 file. This presentation will be useful for you if you're going to use PowerPoint for the interview presentation deliverable. Over the next few minutes, I'll explain how to add audio to an individual PowerPoint slide and how to export the whole presentation as an MP4 file. There'll also be a list of alternatives to PowerPoint that you can use if you don't want to use PowerPoint for your online presentation. Before we start, here are a couple of points that are worth noting. Firstly, before you start watching this, if you're going to use it as an explanation of the procedure, just make sure that you have a microphone that you can connect to your computer to record the audio, or test your computer's microphone. So check to see how good the audio quality is and whether it's going to work for your assignment. It's worth pointing out as well that this presentation is for Microsoft PowerPoint for Office 2016 and for Windows. So if you're using a different version or a different platform, the procedure may be slightly different. And just to remind you what you need to do for this assignment, so you upload a 5 to 7 minute, maximum 7 minute online presentation to the designated assignment folder in Solus. The presentation should highlight the main findings from your interview, and you must include an audio voiceover, so hence the remaining slides should be useful for you. So here we see the procedure for inserting audio into individual slides. I strongly recommend that you have audio from the title slide onwards. It can be disconcerting for users if there's no audio right at the start. So to begin, you click on the Insert menu in PowerPoint, and you'll see on this menu that audio is over towards the right hand side. It's highlighted here in this screenshot. So you click on Record Audio from the drop down menu that appears, and you'll get a dialog box. We have it shown here, the Record Sound dialog box. So here you click on the record icon, and that's highlighted here, and this begins your recording. Record your audio for each individual slide and click on the stop icon to the left of the record icon when you've finished recording your sound. You can rename the recorded sound clip so that you're able to recognize different clips. So it's a good idea to rename them according to the slide that you're working on. Here are a few additional considerations for recording audio. So for any additional slide to which you want to add audio, repeat the procedure outlined on slide 4, and I do recommend having audio from the first slide and on every slide of your presentation to avoid disconcerting viewers. You can add more than one audio clip per slide, but in this case you need to be aware that the audio icon appears directly on top of the previous icon, so you'll need to move the icon so that you can manipulate both audio files, such as viewing or playing or saving them. To which, if you want to save an individual audio clip locally to your own computer, right click on the audio icon for that clip and click on Save Media As to save it locally. And lastly, you can delete an audio clip. Just click on it and press the delete key on your keyboard to delete any audio. If you have animations or if you have more than one audio clip per slide, you'll need to use slide timings to ensure that your presentation runs in the correct order and at the correct time. in the final MP4 file. So to use slide timings, click on the slideshow menu and then click on rehearse timings from this menu. So the rehearse timings tool enables you to practice your presentation. You click on the audio icon when the audio should play. You click on any animations or on the slide to make any animations appear, and you click to move on to a new slide. So once you're satisfied with the timing of the rehearsed presentation, you can save and export it. The export procedure is quite straightforward. So in PowerPoint, you click on Export from the File menu, and here you click on the Create a Video option from the available options. And if you have added slide timings, you select Use Recorded Timings and Narrations from the drop-down list, and that will automatically appear if you have added slide timings or rehearsed your slide timings. So you then click on the Create Video button, and that's highlighted on this slide, to save your file in MP4 format. And you'll get a dialog box where you can select a local folder to save your file to. There are many tools other than PowerPoint that you can use to create online presentations, and some of the many available are listed here. So just to go through these, there are free trial versions available for Camtasia Studio, Captivate and Madcap. But if you're using a free trial version, do check out what the limitations of the trial are before you begin, to ensure that you'll still have access to your file and that you'll be able to submit it for grading. Cam Studio is a free tool, as is Jing, and with Jing you get a link to your file, but the output file can be a maximum of 5 minutes long. Explain Everything is a mobile app, and you pay a small fee, but you can create an online presentation or various types of presentations with audio using Explain Everything. Finally, just a reminder of the process that you need to undertake to create your presentation. So you plan how you're going to present the content, and then you prepare that content. That may involve writing a script and gathering any visuals and multimedia that you're going to include, and then selecting the tool of choice. Next, you record your presentation using the script that you've created and adding the various visuals and multimedia and other types of content. You may need to do some editing, and finally you export the presentation using whatever procedure is required for the tool that you've selected, and you submit it.